Train the muscles, not the joints.
Welcome back to Natural Gallant Bodybuilding. Mountain. Yes, I'm saying mountain. Some of you guys don't understand I'm saying mountain, but I'm saying it in a old man wise voice. Mountain. So today what I'm going to talk about is something that was brought up by another experienced lifter actually. He had said something about the fact that he gained most of his strength from lifting in rep ranges above 6 reps. And he was doing a lot of strongman type stuff in powerlifting. So I'm going to say something to you guys which is probably apparent to a lot of you, but a lot of you it might not be apparent. You do not have to lift in super intense rep ranges or super low rep ranges in order to gain strength. That's the bottom line. I know, shocking, right? But most of my strength was gained from doing sets above 6 reps to around 15 to 20 reps in that area. That was where most of my strength was gained, from 6 reps to 20 reps. And some lifts, like squats, I very rarely ever went below 12 or 13 reps on. And I gained a lot of strength in the legs from doing those types of rep ranges. So I know that there's a lot of popularity around the powerlifting type of specific type training where you're just doing the pyramid training or you're doing 5x5 or whatever. And I'm all about doing different types of rep ranges and stuff. But if those techniques are not necessarily giving you the results that you want, don't be surprised that there is a possibility that other rep ranges are going to be more effective for you. You could still gain a massive amount of strength from sets of 8 reps or 10 reps. For the first 3 years of training, I never ever went below 10 reps on bench presses, but my strength kept on going up. So I think a lot of injuries come from people trying to train in too low of rep range for the most part. I'm not saying this is the only reason why people get injured, but it is a major contributor. When you go too low in the rep ranges too often, you are stressing the tissue in a certain way, and if you overdo it, it's very unforgiving. So not only will you delay your training by going too heavy, sometimes you won't get any results. Sometimes you won't get the results you're looking for at all. You'll just hit a wall and hit overtraining. But at the same time, you do have a greater risk of injury working in those rep ranges too much or at all. Some people get great results from 10 reps to 20 reps. That's where they get most of the results from. And I would say that this could be you when it comes to certain body parts, because you'll also notice, and this is the genius of this channel, okay? You'll also notice that there are certain exercises which respond to different rep ranges. Meaning when you're squatting, doing 5 rep ranges might be way too heavy for you, but doing sets of 15 reps and stuff might be perfect, right? Whereas when you're doing shoulder presses, I'm just making this as an example, I'm not saying it's true or not, but maybe with shoulder presses, you find that doing sets of 8 to 12 is a better rep range than doing 20 reps, right? It can go either way. All I'm saying is be open to experimentation and realize that you will still gain strength as long as you are gaining in reps or gaining in the amount of weight that you can do for a certain rep range. You are gaining in strength, and it will translate 100% into the 1 or 2 rep maximums. It will translate into that, but at the same time, you'll get the ideal blend of hypertrophy as well as injury prevention. So I'm just putting it out there that I'm just sharing what I did in order to get extreme natural bodybuilding results, enough that I was winning at a very high level. I did not go in the 3 rep range, 4 rep range, 2 rep range like is glorified. Like a lot of guys, you see them doing their PRs or their 1 rep maximums and this and that. I didn't train that way because I found it was too dangerous. And at the same time, it didn't give me results. That's really the main thing. When I started doing sets of 4 reps too often, what was happening I was starting to go backwards. I was actually starting to lose strength or overtrain in some way. And I found that if I just took more days off, it didn't necessarily translate into more results. But once I stayed with the same frequency and I lessened the weight or upped the reps a bit, I noticed that I recovered and I gained more strength from that. So it was a win-win. So yeah, you could find that win-win rep range in your training and you still will get great results, and at the same time add longevity to your whole bodybuilding career or this hobby called the physical body, right? Because we only get to hang on to this for a short period of time. Mountain. You guys would tell me if there was something behind me, right? I mean, I'm just asking because I just heard a branch snap back there, and there's not a lot of exercise sticks around me right now because of the overwhelming demand on the website. I've been selling these exercise sticks like crazy, so I'm kind of defenseless here in the woods right now. I mean, all I got is like these ones, you know, like these types of things. Like, what am I gonna do with this, right? A bear or one of those guys that use one of my workout programs that's a, you know, a cannibal living in the woods or whatever. Like, what am I gonna do with this? Ineffective, highly ineffective. So I'm kind of relying on you guys to help me out here, to at least let me know if somebody's behind me. But if you don't, then there won't be any more uploads, and I know that would be tragic, right? I think it's time for my patented lat spread intimidation technique, like I learned from the gorillas of the Amazon. Works every time. The monsters are actually cowards. So yeah, weaponless in the woods. Who's the idiot now, right? So yeah, I hope this helps out in your training. Thanks a lot for watching. If you need to get a hold of me, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com, and thanks to the patron supporters, and take care for now. Natural Gallant.